Dear audience, this is Language and Linguistics Online. Today I intend to talk about one of the very important topics in sociolinguistics, that is taboo and euphemism in sociolinguistics. Remember, these two terms or topics, they are very much interconnected, because if there are no taboos, there are no euphemisms. So they are interconnected and interdependent. Another thing that you should keep in your mind, that taboos, they are the prohibited words or topics. They are also considered profane, or they are disliked by some of the people. Remember, they differ from culture to culture and situation to situation. For example, elderly people, maybe they may mind the use of such type of words when you are talking about explicitly sexuality or bodily functions or death or dying. But with some of the groups of people, you can talk and people do not mind. So maybe in casual talk, people make use of such type of words and topics. But in formal settings, they are disliked by the people. Taboo refers to language or behavior considered inappropriate, offensive, or forbidden in certain social contexts. Linguistic taboos arise from cultural, religious, or moral prohibitions. So, as I have just told you, that they vary from culture to culture. So, in conservative societies, people do not talk about sexuality openly. But in some other societies like America, UK, people talk about them freely. So, term like or word like intercourse is considered a taboo term. Usually people avoid the use of such type of terms. Why? So that they should avoid inappropriacy or inappropriate behavior in the situation. So word like fuck is considered bad. Most of the societies also do not talk about bodily functions or excretion. So instead of bathroom, they may make use of the word like restroom. And with the passage of time, even euphemisms, they become taboos. In some societies, instead of saying the person has died, people may make use of a euphemistic term like the person has passed away, or he has kicked the bucket. So idiomatic expressions can also be made use of. Swear words and insults are also considered taboo topics. Oh, damn it, in a stressful situation, or swearing for the outlet of anger or frustration. So they are also considered taboos. Remember, within the social setting where the casual conversation is going on, in this way different people, they cement their social identity or they express their solidarity when they are making use of taboo topics or taboo words. So what are the linguistic implications of taboos? Power and politeness. Avoiding taboos show deference and politeness. So in formal setting, you are not supposed to make use of swear words. And even explicitives. Expletives, they are also having they also do not have any meanings. But people make use of them. For example, younger generation quite often make use of abusive words, and they do not have any meaning of these expletives. So in this way, social stratification can be taken into consideration. So taboo language is more stigmatized in some social classes or age groups. Adolescents might use slangs that adults find them very offensive. On the other hand, euphemisms are milder, indirect expressions used to replace harsher or taboo words. They allow speakers to discuss sensitive topics carefully. So what are the functions of euphemisms? They are there to show politeness. So they soften the impact of harsh realities. For example, instead of saying firing employees, people may make use of downsizing. Instead of saying died, people may make use of passed away. Instead of saying grave, people may make use of resting place. They conceal the truth or reality. So sometimes unpleasant realities, because of the strategic reasons, they are kept hidden by using euphemisms. So in war, people may make use of the word collateral damage instead of saying civilian casualties in war. There are three types of euphemisms. Positive euphemisms, they enhance or glorify concepts. So instead of saying old people, people may make use of senior citizens. So if you go to Nadra, which is one of the offices in Pakistan, so there is always a separate line for senior citizens. Negative euphemisms, they avoid direct mention of taboo subjects. In country like Pakistan, sometimes people may make use of the word powder room. So this powder room is basically used for toilet or restroom. And the use of powder room is different in Pakistan as compared to some other countries of the world. So these days when houses they are built, so under the stairs, a powder room, a smaller kind of restroom is given. And people do not call it toilet, they call it a powder room. Technical euphemisms. So instead of saying tax increase, people may make use of revenue enhancement. In this short video, I have talked about two terms in sociolinguistics, taboos and euphemisms. Both of them are interconnected as well as interdependent. Remember, euphemisms are used to conceal the harsher realities of the world, and they are there to help avoid harsh words and in this way people can make use of indirect terms to talk about the topics related to sexuality, related to religion, or some of the cultural moralities. Thank you very much.